Here's an inclined plane. The free body diagram for this would be as follows. Fn would be pointing away from the surface, and then mg would really be the only other force, and it would be pointing downwards. Now, to figure out what Fn is, you need to find out what forces oppose it. So Fn will be equal to the sum of all forces pointing in this direction. What some will do incorrectly is they will draw the following triangle. They will call this mg, and then they will complete the triangle in this way to figure out what this over here is. And that's not correct. And the reason it's not correct is mg is a force. It has to be the hypotenuse of whatever triangle you're going to draw about it. The correct way to draw a triangle for mg is to make mg the hypotenuse. So mg has to be pointing down, and it will be the hypotenuse of whatever right triangle we're going to draw. Now, of course, we're interested in this incline set of axes because we want to know what the component of mg in this direction here is. We will draw the components of mg along this direction and that direction. So there's one component going this way and another component going that way, so that the sum of this component and that component equal mg. And we can call this y, we can call this x. Mg is really the weight, so we can call this w, this would be w sub y, and this would be w sub x. And of course the right angle would be right over here. And make sure that the right angle opposes the hypotenuse. Okay, the right angle should not be adjacent to the hypotenuse, it should oppose it. Now, where is theta? Well, theta would be over here, according to geometry, because this side is perpendicular to wy. Now, if you had been given the angle, let's say alpha over here, then that would have been the angle down here. Now that we've correctly drawn the triangle, we can figure out what wy is. We have the angle theta, and wy is adjacent to theta. So if we have the adjacent side and the hypotenuse w, we can use cosine, right? Because according to SOHCAHTOA, cosine is the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. So we have that the cosine of theta is equal to the adjacent side, which is wy, over w. So wy equals w cosine of theta, which is equal to mg cosine of theta. And so the magnitude of the normal force will be equal to mg cosine of theta. Well, I hope this was helpful to you. Please feel free to ask any questions in the comments. And of course, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel.